seconds, man. Shout out to Crash and Burn, Oos. Thanks for tapping in with your boy, Oos.
Crash and Burn!
Hello, everybody. Welcome to another episode of the Crash and Burn Wrestling Podcast. Tonight, we'll be going over Bad Blood 2003. We are back with the throwback pay-per-view. This event took place on June 15, 2003 in Houston, Texas. So, I will be hosting this evening solo again, because Josh, at the time of filming, is out with friends. So, let's bring these two other people I have with me. First up, Wyatt's here.
Yeah, good evening, everyone. Another day of a throwback pay-per-view. As you see, we are reviewing Bad Blood 2003, which took place in Houston, Texas. I know we never have that many people come on for throwback pay-per-views, but it's whatever, dude. But at least I'm here, and we get to just sit back, relax, and enjoy this throwback pay-per-view as we bring back some history.
Yep. Next up, we got Nicholas.
Hi, everybody. Once again, we are back with another throwback pay-per-view for y'all. Of course, as my good friend Wyatt just mentioned, we're going to be reviewing Bad Blood 2003. Very, kind of another mixed bag, but we're going to unpack all of it for y'all tonight. And, hope you guys enjoy watching this.
And also, I forgot to mention, this is his official debut as a full-time member on Crash and Burn. So welcome, Nicholas, full-time.
You'll love to see it.
But no, he does not have social media, but he does have Skype. You can follow him on there and call him for free.
Yes, and Roblox as well.
And play Roblox with him.
Play Roblox with me, please.
Yes. Okay.
Yeah.
Well, let's get down to the matches. So we had one, supposedly the pre-show, but it was broadcast prior to the pay-per-view on Sunday Night Heat.
Ooh.
Ivory defeated Molly Holly. I did not see this match, so I'm not going to comment on it. Wyatt, you can go ahead.
I never watched it either, so I guess it's just a match.
Yeah, so let's go ahead and skip it. Nicholas, do you have anything to say about it?
I didn't watch it either because, once again, Sunday Night Heat, and if it's on Sunday Night Heat, it's probably not going to be anything too special. That's just how I kind of feel, but I mean, Ivory and Molly, obviously two very gifted performers, so, I mean, maybe they could have done something with that match. Who knows? Look at us not watching matches.
Alright, well, let's go ahead and skip this and go to the main show.
Yeah.
We had Christopher Nowinski and Rodney Mack, along with Theodore Long, Teddy Long, defeated the Dudley Boys tag team match. Wyatt, go ahead and comment on it.
Christopher Nowinski. What?
Yep, go ahead and comment on it.
Okay. The Christopher Nowinski, that guy lasted for 3 months in WWE. He's a very underrated dude. He graduated from Harvard University. Rodney Mack, that name is very underrated to hear about. You got Teddy Long as the manager, as a tag team match player, and you've got the Dudley Boys, one of my favorite tag teams of all time. But yeah, those names are very, very rare to hear. But congratulations to them. I thought the match was okay. Very solid, but congratulations to Rodney Mack and Christopher Nowinski, which Christopher Nowinski, didn't he last in WWE 3 weeks or 3 months or something?
I think, was he the one that got concussed a lot? I remember he got concussed in the Rumble.
He had a mask on him during that.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure he's the one who's the president of the concussion, foundation or whatever now that's behind all that, and I think that's what happened. Just got injured a lot, and that's caused him to retire. I think that was him.
Yeah. Alright, Nicholas, go ahead and comment on the match.
Yeah, I think there could have been more of this match. Dudley Boys obviously very, very skilled tag team, but that was really just overshadowed by Chris Nowinski's. It definitely showed that he was not very experienced at this time. He still felt a little green, and the match, it was I don't know. I wouldn't say it was that good. It was not a really great way to open up the show, to be honest. No. So, yeah, I'm gonna have
to agree. This match was pretty whack, so nothing really too special. It's just a match that the Dudley Boys have. They're the only ones I know.
Also, who the hell is Rodney Mack?
I never heard of this person till tonight.
Apparently, he had an undefeated streak, but
yeah, I hardly remember the past in wrestling. It's my dumb brain, okay?
I hardly remember the present in wrestling. It's not.
But I know some certain moments.
All I really watch nowadays is just Raw and Ruthless Aggression matches.
And you only watch SmackDown for your wife, Liv Morgan.
Oh no.
Yeah. True. So, what's the
next match? It's Scott Steiner defeating Test in a singles match for the managerial services of Stacy Keibler. Anyways, Nicholas, you go first.
Yeah, this was a match with Scott Steiner and Test. I'll let you do the rest of the math there. For Scott Steiner's math, to be fair. Yeah, this was not good. Scott Steiner was and it's sad because Steiner, back when he was with Rick in the Steiner Brothers, especially in classic WWF and WCW, he was great. He was so good. The Steiner Brothers were such an amazing team, but then he, went full on steroided up, and yeah, that screwed him up really badly. And and that definitely shows with his return run in WWE. Like, his match against Triple H at the Royal Rumble is horrible, and it definitely didn't help with this match either. Yeah, like, Test was a solid performer. He was really good, and he could have been a big star, but not even he could really carry Scott through this. So yeah, it was worse than the tag match. Going downhill from here.
All right, Wyatt.
I really thought the match was decent. Like, a 6-minute match doesn't hurt. But Scott Steiner, I can take the dude serious. The guy's a great promo. I love Scott Steiner. Scott Steiner looks like he's an example of a person who looks like a wrestler. But Test would be like a better mid-carder, but Test is another dude you can take serious, and Stacy Keibler, she was some hot chick back at the time, but yeah, definitely a decent match. But yeah, Scott Steiner won.
This match was alright. That's my take on it. Because half the matches on the show I didn't even see. No, I'm kidding. Yeah. I remember seeing Goldberg and Chris Jericho, Stone Cold match, which we'll get to.
Oh god.
Oh, yeah, that was good.
Next match, Booker T defeated Christian by disqualification for the Intercontinental Championship. Well, this match I did see, and I must say, stupid way to end off the match. I don't like championship matches ending with DQs, countouts, or no contests. So all I'm going to say is, I wish this match could have ended better. Wyatt.
Uh-oh.
I thought it was ridiculous. I really thought it was ridiculous how the match ended. Like, I understand Christian won by DQ because the referee's saying on the mic, he's like, if you lose by count, you're gonna give up you're gonna lose the Intercontinental Championship. Like, out of nowhere, the referee ended up saying that. But I thought the match kind of sucked, but Christian and Booker T are two dudes that I grew up watching, but Christian had his dirty trick in the game. But I remember, if anyone didn't know this dude, I believe Tyson Tomko, I don't think he was Tyson Tomko was Christian's former body.
Yeah.
All right.
But I really thought the match, it wasn't too interesting, but Christian Christian was always a great Intercontinental Champion at the time.
Yeah. All right, Nicholas.
Yeah, so I agree with you, Jason, that a disqualification or count out, especially on a pay-per-view for a title match, is a stupid way to end it. There's so many other options.
In terms
to
of championship matches, that's a
Exactly.
stupid way.
Exactly, and it really showed here. Besides the match before, I felt it didn't really feel that balanced. Really, it felt like Booker T was kind of dominating the entire time. But yeah, that was really a dumb way to end that whole thing. Yeah, I don't really have that much more to say. And also, I don't know if many people know, but like this was like really the return of the Intercontinental Championship. Like the title had not been in WWE for like a few years, I think, because Kane and Triple H had that title unification match, and Triple H unified the World Heavyweight and the Intercontinental title, and the Intercontinental title was vacant for like almost 2 years or something like that. It was gone for quite a while. So, yeah, it's especially have matches like this to return the Intercontinental Championship. Yeah, not a really good start, I'd say.
True. Anyways, next match, La Resistance.
La Resistance.
Yep.
Oh,
Which features Renee Dupree and Sylvain Grenier.
Here. Do you want me to say it? Here.
Go ahead.
All right.
Grenier.
Here in the blue corner, representing La Resistance, Rene Dupree and Sylvain Grenier. God damn it. Hold on, I messed it up.
Defeated Kane and RVD in a tag team match for the World Tag Team titles.
Ooh.
Wyatt, you can start.
You know, I'm a RVD fanboy over here. RVD's been one of my childhood heroes, and Kane looked like a badass. The match really didn't interest me that much, but La Resistance is a very underrated team. The team of Sylvain Grenier. It's so hard to pronounce his name, but you have Ren Dupree and Roberts Conway, and you have Kit, which I don't think he was in that team at the time. And you have RVD. RVD's ring gear looks cool as always, and you have Kane looking like a badass as always, but the match, there was nothing interesting about it. All I know was the match. I had no interest to it. It was like 5 minutes and 23 seconds, and Kane and RVD, it was right before Kane got his mask off, I believe, and his tag team looked like it was, because when La Resistance beat the shit out of RVD, like RVD had a match with, I believe, Sylvain Grenier on Raw, and then, like, they just beat the shit out of him after RVD win, and Kane never even came out to help them.
All right, Nicholas.
But, yeah, it was
yeah, this match was definitely, it was better than the Dudley Boys match, but still not very good. You know, it was fairly short, and it kind of just it definitely could have gone very longer, especially with the talent he had in there. Could have definitely had a much longer match, but you know, it was what it was, and in that match, Rene Dupree at the time became the youngest champion in WWE history. So yeah, I gotta say it counts for something at least.
19.
I think it was 19, maybe 18. He was definitely like not even. I don't think he was 20.
No, at least Flowers just had like a character.
Yeah, they were French. That was their character, or Canadian. Either way.
French dude.
Yeah.
French, Canadian, French.
Yeah. All right. Anyways, next match, Goldberg defeated Chris Jericho. But the La Resistance match, it was solid. Yeah. Anyways, Goldberg defeated Chris Jericho. That was an okay match, pretty solid match. Back and forth action. Nicholas.
Yeah, this was definitely one of the better matches of the show. Goldberg, he didn't
Agreed.
have that many great matches when he came to WWE. I mean, he did have that match with The Rock that was pretty good. But yeah, this was definitely one of his better encounters. And Jericho is almost guaranteed to have a great match with just about anybody you put him in the ring with, and it really showed with Goldberg. And plus, I mean, they had history before, especially in WCW. They had a feud that never really materialized into a match because Jericho left. But yeah, there's definitely some history, both inside and outside the ring with them. They actually apparently had some backstage heat. But the match worked out really well. Jericho really made Goldberg look like a monster in this match, which was really good, which is what Goldberg needed. And I'd say this was a solid effort on both men's parts, and it was definitely really good in building towards Goldberg's eventual winning of the World Heavyweight Championship. Although there were some major roadblocks along the way. SummerSlam 2003.
Yeah. Wyatt.
My thoughts on the match. I thought the match was actually one of the better matches that night. You see, I'm repping Goldberg right now. Goldberg never gets sold, but definitely Goldberg. He had blood coming on his face, come off of his face, and Goldberg always has some sort of like blood coming off his face when the match starts.
Yeah.
Especially when he had that match against The Undertaker. But
because he was headbutting the door.
Yeah. Goldberg went himself through the barricade for that match. He was trying to hit Jericho to go get Jericho to the barricade, and he ended up missing. And I really thought the match played well, but Goldberg defeating Chris Jericho one of the best draws in WWE. And I really thought the match went pretty well. And it made Goldberg prove that he's a real monster in that main ring. And I really thought Goldberg really killed it out there.
Yeah.
But I really thought it had a good story. I really thought they had a good storyline.
All right. Well, next match, Ric Flair defeated Shawn Michaels.
Ooh.
Wow. This was a pretty interesting match. That existed. This was when Ric Flair was in his prime. But now he's too old to even wrestle. The same thing for Shawn Michaels. Two of the best in the business, having a great match out there, and good job to Ric Flair for winning. Wyatt.
Yeah, as you know, in WWE today, pretty much almost all the real stars are gone. But Shawn Michaels and Ric Flair, two of the best of all time. Shawn Michaels is one of my childhood idols. Really thought the match, both of them really killed it out there. I did love the fact that Shawn Michaels did a crossbody to Ric Flair to the table, and therefore, my idol Randy Orton got involved, and that was like when Evolution made its beginning or something. But I really thought they really killed it out there. Like, I thought the match definitely was one of the top match of the night. But I have to tie it with the main event, but we'll get to that later. I really thought the match really played well. I really thought the storyline was, I guess, okay. But I didn't really know that these two had a match. I thought their only match was at WrestleMania 24. But I really thought, that's all I gotta say to this match. I think that match, they both really killed it out there. And Ric Flair, he's the dirtiest player in the game. I did love the fact that Ric Flair did his little dirty tricks, as always. And you had Randy Orton help him, and that proves how dirty a player of the game Ric Flair really is.
All right, Nick.
Yeah, definitely. This is very much a hidden gem. A forgotten encounter, I'd say, in the lineage of both Michaels and Flair. But these two put on a very good match. I'd say it was probably match of the night for sure. And it did a really good job in continuing the build of Shawn Michaels versus Triple H. That was kind of a almost 2-year-long feud between them, starting off before SummerSlam 2002. And then it just went all the way to WrestleMania 2004. And they did a really good job of pacing it. They didn't have a match every month. Sometimes Michaels would face a member of Evolution, like he'd face Randy Orton one month, or maybe he'd face Batista, or in this case, Ric Flair. And it definitely helps that the two are great ring workers. And it didn't really hurt either man. Flair and Michaels gave very solid efforts, and Michaels could have won, but Orton interfered and gave a win to Flair, but still kept Michaels looking strong because he would have won the match. He would have won the match for Orton, and still kept him as a credible contender. So, that was definitely match of the night, as I said before, and. This was definitely the prime of at least Michaels' career. Flair, he was kind of winding down, but he still could put on a hell of a match for sure. So, very enjoyable match.
Yeah. Wyatt, you might have known that Stone Cold and Eric Bischoff had some encounters that night too. Do you want to talk about it?
What?
Do you want to talk about Stone Cold and Eric Bischoff's encounters? Go ahead. The floor is yours for this.
What
Go ahead.
did I think about this?
No, talk about it as a whole.
Okay, so what happened was in that what they had was they had a 3. It's like a 2 out of 3 falls thing, but they had some these redneck activities and such. What was it called? The redneck. What was it?
Yeah, redneck triathlon, something like that.
That's what it was.
Yeah.
And
from what I'm reading here,
what happened was So what happened was Austin and Bischoff, the first thing they did was a burping contest, which I really thought, I even burped myself when I watched that today. I did watch the pay-per-view today, but you had the burping contest with them too. Austin won that. And then later that night, there was a pie eating contest, not actual pie, eating the woman's ass.
Oh.
So basically what happened was backstage, Eric Bischoff found these beautiful sexy woman backstage, and then this is how the plan was, and then Austin's if you want to go first, I will pick up the woman that you're gonna eat, asses you're gonna eat. And so when Bischoff came into the ring, Austin was and then Bischoff's what kind of pie am I having? Austin's right here. This pie right here, right now, is this going to be the one that you're going to be? Now, hit the music. And then Mae Young's I thought it was going to be Rikishi for a second, but it ended up being Mae Young. So what happened was she ended up kissing him, and then she ended up having a sexual position on Eric Bischoff's face like a guy eating a girl's pussy.
Ooh.
And I really thought, and then what happened was Austin, and then after that happened, Eric Bischoff started, and then when that happened, Mae Young was Austin was well, hold on, lady, before you start, hold on, I'll be ready, and then Stone Cold stunners Mae Young, and then after that happened, Austin gave that the win to Bischoff, and then later on that night, Austin's we're gonna change something up. They were supposed to have a karaoke contest, and then it just moved on to ended up being a throw in the pig pen match. And then what happened was Bischoff's tried to run away, and then Austin caught him, and then Austin threw him across the stage into the pig pen, and then there was pigs actually in there.
Yeah.
Mm.
I really thought they had good storytelling to their rivalry. Austin was had ownership to Monday Night Raw, and Eric Bischoff was the current general manager. But I really thought it was cool to have Austin as the having ownership to Raw. But Austin can't even draw a rating now. Which what happened on his last appearance? Becky Lynch stunnered him, and Austin got injured from it. Stone Cold is not who he truly was at the time.
Yeah, I saw that.
But one more thing I'm going to ask.
What's
if
up?
you thought this redneck, if you all thought that this segment last night was awesome, give me a hell yeah.
Hell
Yeah.
Yes,
Well,
sir.
Get back to
Anyways.
Stone Cold Steve Austin that I know and love.
Yeah. Anyways, main event time.
Because if it was that Austin at the time, that the last appearance he appeared, Becky Lynch would stunner him. He would stunner her, and that would draw Raw up a good ass rating.
All right.
Yeah.
Anyways,
But
Triple H defeated Kevin Nash in a Hell in a Cell match for the World Heavyweight Championship with Mick Foley as the guest referee. I must say, this match is actually really good. One of my favorite matches of the night. Yeah, it had some extreme moments in there, which is what I like most about wrestling. It's Nicholas, go ahead.
Yeah, this was definitely a very brutal match. It was definitely. I was pretty shocked, like, not to discredit Diesel or anything, but I don't think Kevin Nash. Sorry, but he wasn't normally known for having the best of matches, so to see him in Triple H in a ring was kind of concerning. But yeah, no, I was very much surprised. I was very well surprised by this. It was a very solid effort, and the two really killed it out there, figuratively and literally. They tried to murder each other in that ring. And yeah, having Mick Foley in there as a special guest referee is going to mean that somebody is going to die. So yeah, definitely the most extreme match of the night.
Yeah.
A lot of brutal spots there. Although it is, this was like the peak of Triple H's reign of terror, Then like he kicked out of the jackknife, but Kevin Nash couldn't even kick out of one pedigree, so that was kind of, It kind of made, while the match was very brutal, it kind of said like Triple H is on a whole other level than anyone else, So yeah, overall, pretty good match, and this was of course continuing to build to the eventual Elimination Chamber match at SummerSlam between Triple H, Kevin Nash, Goldberg, Chris Jericho, Shawn Michaels, and Randy Orton. So yeah, definitely a very, very, very solid effort heading to that match.
All right.
yeah.
Wyatt.
I really thought the match I really thought they had a really good build-up. Like, I love Kevin Nash to death. Like, I'm not too crazy about Triple H today, but I love Kevin Nash. I really wish Kevin Nash could still wrestle on Monday nights on my TV screen today, but I understand why. He's got really hamstring. He's got a really bad hamstring. He's got really bad quads, which sucks my childhood ruin. But I really thought the match, they both killed it that night. I love the fact that we got to see blood. Mick Foley even bleeds himself. And you know why Mick Foley was... You want to know why Mick Foley counted really slow? Because he was enjoying what he was saying. Because you had Mick Foley, a referee who could actually handle that.
I'm going to make sure you're all going to die here.
And then what happened was, backstage, I believe Austin, was talking to the referees, and the referees, like Charles Robinson and Tim White and others, they're like, oh no, fuck this shit. We're not going to deal in a match with Hunter. We can't do this. Because the last time, Triple H accidentally hit a sledgehammer on Tim White and knocked him out bleeding. He accidentally, I believe, attacked Charles Robinson with a sledgehammer. Maybe that was the referee. Maybe no, that was Mike Chioda. But
that was definitely very good storytelling.
Yeah, good storytelling right there. So there you had it, and then you're like, oh, we got the perfect guy to do as a special guest referee, and there you had Mick Foley, and Mick Foley bleeding himself. And I really thought the match went well. It was like 21 minutes, so that's not too bad. But I really thought they both killed it out there. It did. I knew Triple H was going to retain easily because they were not going to make Kevin Nash world champion in 2008. Like, there's no way. But I really, it was the build up to Evolution. But I really, I really thought that was definitely great cell match. Definitely a match to watch. But yeah.
All right, well, that's it for the Bad Blood 2003 review. Hope you all enjoyed the show. Comment below what y'all think of it. And thank you all for watching this episode of the Crash Burn Wrestling Podcast. Hope everyone enjoyed our Bad Blood 2003 review. You can follow us on Instagram, follow Nick on Skype, and you can video chat with him for free and play with him on Roblox.
Yes.
And stay tuned for more episodes of Crash and Burn, Tucker Chan, the Moshcast, and more throwback reviews and album reviews, which is over on the Moshcast, of course. And that's my outro. Play Minecraft with me. Wyatt, you go for it.
You know what?
What?
I think I beat all Sean Spur.
What?
Okay. Yeah, that wraps up for today's episode. Thank you all for enjoying this review of the Bad Blood 2003. Reviewing one of the pay-per-views from one of the best eras, this aggression era. And yes, you can watch this pay-per-view right now only on the WWE Network for $9.99 a month. And yeah, hope you enjoyed this episode. Definitely go follow every single member of our podcast on our social. And I want to deliver a special shout out to my good friend Morven. You can go follow her on Instagram as daily_wrestlingx. And you can go follow her podcast over and go follow them as the Pro Wrestling Club. They're pretty cool people. Hopefully we can get them on sometime in the future, but we don't know when. We'll get that situated, but don't get your hopes up just yet, but we'll get there. But definitely shout out to you guys. You guys are awesome. Keep doing what you're doing. And yeah, but yeah, hopefully we'll see you next week as we will be reviewing NXT War Games, which will be happening tomorrow on the WWE Network, and we'll be recapping it. So comment below what you thought of the pay-per-view and comment what we think we should do next on our throwback pay-per-view. But I hope you all enjoyed this episode. Everyone stay safe. Wear your goddamn mask.
Mm-hmm. Nick,
Yes.
end it off.
Thank you, everybody, so much for watching yet another classic pay-per-view review with yours truly and your else's truly. Yes. Make sure to subscribe to the Crash and Burn Wrestling Podcast YouTube channel, as well as the Moshcast, the Tuck Your Chin podcast. Also, go subscribe to Scoops Out Loud podcast, where me and my dad go and interview a bunch of people. Yeah, make sure you follow all these wonderful people, not only on this call, but everyone else is involved in Crash and Burn, Moshcast, Tuck Your Chin. Make sure you follow all of them on Instagram, Twitter, Snapchat, Skype, Roblox, Minecraft, wherever the hell you gotta go to friggin'
TikTok.
Yes.
Snapchat, Facebook.
MySpace.
Put it on.
Yeah.
Put it on. Put it on.
I don't have it near me.
Make sure you test negative.
Make sure, yes. Make sure you drink water. Friggin' make sure also, if you want to watch this, go subscribe to the W Network. You can go watch it on there, or you can illegally stream it on whatever friggin'.
And if you want to watch AEW pay-per-views, make sure you go on BR Live.
Or illegal streaming services. I totally encourage it. Yeah. Hope you all enjoyed this episode, and I will see you all later. We will all see you all later.
Okay, everybody. Be well.
Be well.
Crash and burn!